there's so much already happening this year. Everybody keeps talking about, hearing me talk about the fact that it's 2025. It's a milestone year. It's a quarter of a century. We knew it was going to be a big and interesting year. I don't know if we really had a full idea of how it was going to be. So this is the time of year when we like to kind of sort of look in our crystal ball, but also take a minute to think about, like, what do we need to do? What actions do we need to take or not take? Are there opportunities that we need to get involved in? Do we need some updates on the market? Do we need some updates on the mortgage changes because we can barely keep up? And so we're going to try to jam as much as we possibly can into this next 90 minutes. And we'll have the recording available for REN members on the Facebook page in the private group. And I'm sure that it's going to stimulate lots more conversation. So just from my perspective, I've been listening a lot to, lots of positive things. And the thing, and maybe it's because I'm really tuned into it, one of the things that I keep hearing as our most important thing that we need to find and hold on to in this time is our friends and our family and our community. And so it's just such a strong reminder that even though there's all this crazy stuff going on in the world, the thing that we need to do is create, curate, nurture, hold on to, develop, and keep working on those friendships and keep supporting each other and keep just trying to help lift each other up. So that's where I'm trying to hold space. Sometimes it's really hard.
So as real estate investors, we have one major challenge, okay? Learning how to separate what's really useful for us, like that information that's really useful and going to support us going forward, from just the noise. And every day we're bombarded all over the place with the market reports, with the interest rate changes, with the economic forecast, and with the opinions, like so many opinions. And so it's almost hard to know, like, who do you listen to? And this is what Liza was saying at the beginning. It's the community you're developing. That's the critical group that you want to listen to, okay? It's the mastermind group. That's why you're here. These are the people you're choosing as those that you want to listen to, okay? And then be careful about the noise. So I'm glad you're here. So it's easy to get caught up in all of it, in all of the noise, okay? And when you get caught up in it all, what happens? You hesitate. We end up second guessing ourselves. We hear all the noise and we second guess ourselves. And so here's what we got to do. We got to filter out the noise. And so to filter out the noise, all you have to do is ask yourself this one question. You can write it down. Is this information helping me move forward? Is this information helping me get what I want? Or is it keeping me stuck in uncertainty? The most successful investors, they don't react to headlines. They filter information, they stay focused, and they make decisions based on principles, not panic.
Talking about where we're at in the Victoria area, it was really encouraging because, there is a lot of noise out there, Darcy. And so it was quite interesting. There was a study that was put out ranking Canadian cities' vulnerability to US tariffs, right? Just their vulnerability from a exposure and how it will affect their municipalities, etc. And so they ranked 41 cities, and it was really nice to see that Victoria was number 36. So we're way down there, which is really, really good to hear and to know. But it kind of brings us back to what we've always known in Victoria is the place that people want to be. It's a place that people move to. It's the place that once they've accumulated, they retire here. They're not moving here to accumulate their wealth in a lot of cases, which is good news for investors. So our local market here has been actually picking up a bit. Part of that is interest rates. Part of that is moving into our spring market. So we have more listings coming on, and we're likely going to see more listings coming on. I don't expect 2025 to be a record-breaking year in Victoria for sales or prices, but it's a stable year. So, you know, we are going to see more sales this year probably than last year, and we are likely going to see a slight increase in value. So, you know, and that's kind of Victoria. We've been stable for decades, and
Moncton is still, in New Brunswick in general, the place to be. Why are people moving here? Now, we're moving here. People are moving here. Number one is, you know, the affordability of the real estate, the strong economy that we do have. We have a good mixture of urban and small town. So you can have a bit of the city, but you can enjoy the small town atmosphere. We're very friendly. In quality of lifestyle, once people realize that New Brunswick does have internet, you can what? You can work from home and everybody's not on top of each other. Wow, we are still ranked high up there in the last couple of years, one of the best places to invest. So what's been happening? Well, here's a little bit of information. Well, we're still a strong market. Overall, we don't have the competition, the bidding wars like we did. Prices are still selling, but they're about 5% under what we're listed in. So we're still very strong. We're not going to see a lot of big increases. And as you can see there, if we kind of compare, you know, they're down 3.5% compared to last year. Right now, you got to be crazy to get us out there looking at a house. We'll wait till the warms up a little bit.
So I want to start today's mortgage update with an overview of the market and where that's driving interest rates. And Trudy can fact check me if she wants to. Yeah, the minute someone finds out I'm a mortgage broker, the conversation always immediately goes to interest rates. People want to know. So a lot's been going on. The US inflation data came out last week and the Canadian inflation data came out yesterday. I'll focus on Canada, obviously, whose rate came in at the market consensus of 1.9%, slightly higher than 1.8% the previous month, but still below that target rate of 2%. This is good news. Why we've got a high five guy over there, or a thumbs up guy over there. So, however, Bank of Canada's core measures of the median and trimmed mean rates, whatever those mean, they were both up at 2.7% above the expectations. So that is less good news. So we've got sad face beside those data points.
Exciting times right now is 2025. If anybody is thinking about investing, I think it might be the time to invest in Vancouver. Traditionally speaking, it's been like, you know, more of a seller's market, but it's exciting times as an investor right now. When everybody's crying, you should be buying. I know. So it's an amazing time right now. We have the beaches, we have the mountains, we have, like, I mean, I'm in Yaletown right now. There's Michelin star restaurants right in front of me. We have all the festivals. We have like everything going on, jam-packed in this one space, and everybody's like leaving. And now there's lots of these listings hitting the market. I think it's up like 49%, and a lot of them are condos. And I know there's a lot of talk about like why there's so many condos. My personal viewpoints are that because of all the regulation changes that occurred last year surrounding Airbnbs and needing to have it be your primary residence only, I think a lot of the businesses, a lot of the foreign buyers, a lot of people who had their properties invested here that are not utilizing it as their primary residence, well, you know, you can only go so many $1,000 payments, fines, you know, and then finally there's like, okay, we got to sell this.